Welcome back to another What Will I Be Watching video, and this is going to be, of course, What Will I Be Watching in summer 2026. Now, the upcoming summer season is coming up real soon, in about 2 weeks-ish. So, of course, I want to talk about what caught my eye. I went to the entire list of everything that's going to be coming out in this upcoming season, and I've noted down everything that I will definitely be watching, everything that I might be watching, everything that looks slightly interesting and I'm going to be keeping my eye on. So I just want to talk about it because people obviously oftentimes ask me, what will you be watching in the upcoming season? So this is a video for that. So the way that this is going to be structured is I'm first going to go through the anime that I am basically 100% or at least like 95% sure that I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be going through those first, and then after I finish those, I'm going to be going on to the anime that I might wait for a few episodes to come out and then see where they go. Just anime that caught my eye, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be watching yet. So yeah, anyways, let's go into it. There's gonna be a lot of anime here, so it's gonna be a long video, but there are going to be timestamps and stuff, so you can skip through it if you want. Anyways, let's go into it. So the first one is going to be, and this is going to be kind of going in alphabetical order, is going to be Bang Dream Yume Mita. Now, this is a bit of a niche one to most people here, but to some of you, a bit of a core audience of mine, they will know this one. Of course, this is a new Bang Dream series that's going to be following the Yume Mita band. I don't know much about Yume Mita band. I did check out a few of their songs back in the day on my channel, but apart from that, I don't really know much about them. I didn't watch the trailer because I wanted to go into this as blind as possible. I'm excited for this. I only know that the director for this is Tomomi Umetsu, who is the director for Bang Dream Morphonica as well, and also the live films, the Bang Dream Film Live, that's it, Film Live 1 and 2, which I think both are incredibly well directed, and also Morphonica, I think, is a gorgeous show, especially the direction of it. So I'm very excited for it. This is gonna be, as I said, a bit of a niche one, but I have been looking forward to this one for a while, and it's finally here. So I'm 100% watching this show. Now, the next one is I think this is one that a lot of people are very excited about, and I am also very excited about it. It is Kimi ga shinu made koi wo shitai, or the English title, I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day. Now, this is a Yuri show. That's all I know. This is a girls' love show, and I know nothing else about it. Once again, I've been avoiding the synopsis, I've been avoiding the trailers. When it comes to shows that I know I'm gonna be watching, I usually just try to go into it as blind as possible if I know beforehand that I really want to watch it. So with this one, I avoided everything. I can only see some of the cast here. I can see Yui Ishikawa's in it, Rie Takahashi's in it, Hida Karina's in it, Ai Kana's in it, like Asami Seto, Uchiyama Yumi. Holy stacked. I am very much excited for this show. I think it's going to be one of the most hyped up shows of this season as well. I've seen people talk about it and stuff, so I don't know what it's going to be about whatsoever, but I am very much looking forward to it. So yeah, that's gonna be the next one. So let's go on to the next anime. This is going to be the first sequel here. It is going to be 100 Girlfriends Season 3. Of course, I watched the previous 2 seasons on the channel. Very much enjoyed them. I think that it's a really funny show. So I am going to be continuing on with this show, of course, on the channel here, and I'm going to be watching Season 3. I don't know if there's going to be any big changes. As far as I can see, the studio is still Biberi Animation. Apart from that, yeah, I don't think there's much else to say about this. I'm looking forward to it. If you watch the first 2 seasons, I'm sure you're going to be watching this one as well. So yeah, that's going to be 100 Girlfriends Season 3. Next up, we have now this is a very interesting one. It is going to be the new Ghost in the Shell anime. I have decided to watch it. I haven't seen the trailer. I haven't read the actual synopsis. I have not seen a single Ghost in the Shell piece of media before, but I'm pretty sure this is a pretty standalone Ghost in the Shell anime series. I'm pretty sure you don't need to watch anything else to be able to go into this one. Now, the interesting thing is, this is by Science Saru, the studio, who most recently they've done stuff like, let's say, Dan Da Dan, right? They've done stuff like Devilman Crybaby in the past. Aizuken, is that the title of it? They've done a lot of really cool stuff. Also, they've done Sanda, right? So really cool stuff, but It's not by Masaki Yuasa, which, to be fair, recently not many shows have been by Masaki Yuasa, even Science Saru shows, who is the founder of the actual studio, but I still think it's gonna look really, really cool, really interesting. As I said, I haven't seen the trailer of it, so I don't know what kind of art style they're going for, but judging by the poster, I think they're going for a bit of a more retro style, which I think is going to look really cool because it is an older, I think it's... Is it a manga adaptation? Let me see. I'm sure it says that, yeah, it's a manga adaptation. I'm pretty sure it is an older manga. It came out in 1989. Oof, yeah. 1989, so it is an 80s manga, and I think they're going to keep some of the actual visual style of it, so I'm excited for it. I don't know, I know that obviously Ghost in the Shell is a very beloved, I think it's a 90s anime, at least. I know that there's a bunch of different ones. I think the Standalone Complex is the one that people glaze usually. I don't know what it's about, but I know that it is very much beloved in a lot of people's minds. So I am excited to see this kind of reimagining here in the modern adaptation of it. So yeah, that's gonna be the next one. Okay, on to the next. It's going to be... I guess I can just quickly mention this. I'm not gonna be watching this actually as it's airing. I'm gonna be watching this a bit after it. That's going to be the new Nanoha show, Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha Exceeds Gunblaze Vengeance. As I said, I'm not gonna be watching this as it's coming out because I'm currently actually watching Nanoha on my Patreon. And we are currently working through Vivid. So once we catch up to Vivid Strike, and then the next two movies after it, then we're gonna start watching this one, the new show. So it's probably going to be around September, October that we're gonna be jumping into this. It's probably still gonna be airing at that point, or it might just get to the end of its runtime. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching this, but probably right after it ends or so, on my Patreon exclusively, because it got blocked from my YouTube, unfortunately, so I can't put it on YouTube. Anyways, next up, big one, big boy, Mushoku Tensei Season 3. Now, as of recording this on my channel today, Episode 22 of Season 2 is going to be airing. My reaction to it is going to be airing today as of recording. So, and tomorrow it's going to be 23 and 24 both in one video. So I am so excited because, of course, as I said, I am now caught up with... I have already recorded the entirety of the show quite a bit of time ago because I couldn't stop myself from binging it. So I recorded a lot of it, and yeah, now Season 3 is finally coming out. I'm very much excited. I absolutely love this show, love it to death. One of my favorite shows of recent memory for sure, without doubt. It's pretty easy to make that claim for me. I absolutely love this show, so I am very excited to see Season 3 of this. I think it's going to be amazing. I am very curious to see how they're going to follow up on Season 2, because I have many thoughts on it. I have many questions about it. So I am very curious to see what Season 3 is going to look like as an continuation of the Season 2. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. Of course, I'm gonna be watching this on the channel. I avoided every kind of spoiler, all of the trailers, all of those things. The only thing that I've seen is the actual poster. So yeah, that's gonna be 100% on my channel. Okay, the next one is going to be now this is... You know what I said? There's a few shows that I'm 100% sure on, and there are some that I'm like 95% sure on. This is more on the 95% chance. I am fairly certain that I'm going to be watching this on the channel. But if there's way too many things on my schedule, this might be one of the first ones that ends up getting cut. This is Niju Seiki Denki Mokuroku Eureka. And the English title is 20th Century Electricity Catalog. Now, I don't know anything about the show apart from it is being animated by Kyoto Animation, and that is the main draw for me with this show. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what... I haven't seen the actual trailer. I haven't read the actual synopsis. I don't know anything about it apart from the title and that it is by Kyoto Animation. And of course, whenever a Kyoto Animation show comes out, I always perk up. I always want to watch it, and this is the reason why I want to watch this one. So I don't know anything about it. It's a novel adaptation I'm seeing right now, and I'm excited for it. But yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I know about it. So I want to watch it, and I most likely will. Okay, next one. I think this one is going to be probably a bit more niche, I think, maybe. I don't know. That's Sayonara Lara. or I'm guessing it's Goodbye Lara. Yeah, Goodbye Lara. Now, I've seen clips of this back a few months ago on like Twitter and stuff. Maybe it was like even more than a few months ago. Maybe it was like last year. And it is going to be a anime original, first of all, which instantly catches my attention. It's going to be by Kinema Citrus, which once again catches my attention. I love Kinema Citrus. They've done stuff like Made in Abyss, and they've done Review Starlight, among other things, right? So Kinema Citrus, absolutely love that studio, and it is going to be an reimagining of Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid. So this is going to be a reimagining of that classic children's story. I say children's story because the original one was a lot more brutal than the children's story that we know nowadays, right? But still, I think this reimagining is going to be basically after the story of the Little Mermaid that we know, and then she comes to Japan, I think. I don't know the exact. I'm gonna put, for all the shows, I'm gonna put like the synopsis on screen so you guys can read it if you want, but I've been avoiding these synopses and these trailers. The one thing that really catches my eye with this show is the actual art style of it, and just the visual identity, the extremely strong visual identity that it has. It looks absolutely stunning. So I am very excited for the show. I think it's going to be very interesting to see. So yeah, I am excited for it. I think it's going to be a niche show. It looks more on the shoujo side of things. I don't know if it's going to be a shoujo. It says it's a romance supernatural, but purely off of the art style, it kind of leans more into what I would classify as a shoujo, but I could be completely wrong. We'll see. It's a very unique show visually, so I'm excited for it. But yeah, that's gonna be this one, Sayonara Lara. Now, the next one is going to be one that I'm sure a lot of you guys are already familiar with, and a lot of you guys have probably already watched the first few episodes of, and that is going to be Supernova de Yani Suftari, or Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. Now, the reason I say those things is because this has already aired its initial 6 episodes as like mini episodes. I think they aired it as like 12 half episodes. So basically the first, yeah, episodes 1 to 6 had an early release by Abima and Crunchyroll on June 3rd in a mini episode batch format that split 6 episodes into 12 ahead of the TV broadcast, which starts on July 9th. So I haven't watched the first 6 episodes. I'm gonna be watching it when the TV broadcast starts. I've heard really good things about the manga. I've actually seen, I think it was a Gigak video on it, where he talked about this way back when the manga was just popping off, and I'm excited for it. I heard really good things about the first 6 episodes, but I don't really know where it's gonna go. Once again, I avoided the trailer. I know the rough outline of the plot of this, but yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna be really good. It's just, I think, a really good adult romance story. So I'm excited for it. But yeah, next up is going to be this is a 95% as well. This is a very interesting story here, a very interesting anime called Tenmaku no Jadugar, or is that an English title for it? A Witch's Life in Mongol. Jadugar, a witch in Mongolia. So already the title, very unique, right? Very unique, very interesting. It's a very visually interesting show. I think it goes like it's happening in, well, Mongolia. So the synopsis of this, I'm gonna once again put it on screen, of course, so you can read it, but I think it kind of reminds me of something like, let's say, Apothecary Diaries, without the, I guess, the apothecary stuff. It's more so like a royal affair drama, right? A palace drama, if you will. And I think it's about this one girl who gets to, you know, in a position in the palace, and she, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but she has a lot of knowledge that other people don't have, and she has to use that knowledge to do whatever she plans on doing. I don't know what her goal is or anything. The art style looks extremely unique. The synopsis seems really interesting. It's by Studio Science Saru once again. It's a second Science Saru anime this season. Once again, it's not by Masaki Yuasa, but it is by a foreign director. I believe it's it's a Spanish director, Abel Gongora. So that's interesting. I haven't seen that before, but I did look a bit into them, and they have been working with Science Saru for many years now. So it's not like they brought someone from like a traditional film background or something. They've been working with Science Saru for many years. So I am very much excited to see where this is gonna go. It says it's a drama, historical drama, role affairs, female protagonist, indigenous cultures, Oh, it says biographical. It's a biography? Interesting. Yeah, so I'm excited for this. I think this is going to be a very unique show, which is one thing that I'm always very excited about. So yeah, this is gonna be one of them. Okay, next up we have... Oh, this is a very interesting one as well. This is going to be World is Dancing. Now, this is a show that caught my attention when it was announced that it was going to be animated by Cypic, or better known as Cygames Pictures. So if you don't know who Cygames Pictures are, they are, I think originally they were a gacha game company. At least they had a bunch of gachas, or they still have a bunch of gachas, but they are doing the newest seasons of Uma Musume. They did The Summer Hikaru Died. They did... what was the golf one? Was it the golf one that they did? I think so. I don't remember what it was called though. Wait, did they do Mono? No, they didn't. They did one of the golf ones. Doesn't matter. Anyways, Cygames Pictures, they've done some incredible animation on Uma Musume and The Summer Hikaru Died. So I am very much excited for this show. I don't really know what it's about. I think it's about dancing. It's a dancing historical drama, which... I am so excited for that kind of just premise or that kind of genre here, because I always love a bit of a more niche genre that an anime goes into and then just talks about a story about that kind of niche, right? And I think this is going to be one of them. So I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to be really good. It's a manga adaptation. As I said, Cygames Pictures, I'm sure, are not going to disappoint whatsoever. I think it's going to be fantastic. I've avoided the actual trailer and synopsis of it, but I am going to be watching this. I think it's going to be great. I'm excited for it, and that's it. Next one is... this one is more so, I would say, a 90% that I'm gonna watch. This is on the cusp of like, I want to watch this and I'm gonna wait. I haven't decided, but I saw the trailer for this and I was like, you know what, this looks really fun. It's Yani Neko. Now, Yani Neko is, or I think, is that an English title for it? Chain Smoker Cat. That's the English title for it. Now, it's by Bibury Animation Studio, which is the same studio that's doing 100 Girlfriends. And the show is basically about the life of this one cat who's like a junkie. First of all, a smoker, but also like from the trailer, we've seen the cat, or it's not really a cat, it's like a cat person. I think, I don't know even if it's a guy, a cat girl. So yeah, about this cat girl who smokes a lot, lives in this like really filthy apartment. They do like drugs and stuff. It's kind of raunchy in that kind of way, but also it feels kind of chill, you know? It doesn't feel like, let's say we have a show that is revolving around drugs this season called Needy Girl Overdose. It's not in that direction whatsoever, because that one is just overstimulation and just a lot of things happening, very visually crazy. This one seems very simplistic. It feels kind of chill, of just a cat girl just going about their day, smoking and doing drugs and just chilling, kind of like a, you know, the chill junkie. So it looks really interesting, honestly. I really like the initial trailer. It actually made me laugh from the trailer itself, which I think is a good sign, because usually anime comedies can be really hit or miss, and even then, usually you would need to watch a full-on episode to get some kind of like laugh and stuff. But this was one of the rare shows where I've seen the trailer and it actually made me laugh purely from the few scenes in the trailer. So I am very excited about it. I think it's going to be very good. As I said, I don't want to commit to it just yet, but there is an extremely high chance that I am going to watch this on the channel. So Yani Neko, or Chainsmoker Cat, is up there. It looks really good. But yeah, that's that. Next up, okay, another sequel, another big sequel that's been coming for how many years now? Let me check. When was the movie out? The movie was out in 2019. and now season 2 is finally coming out, and that is gonna be, of course, Saga of Tanya the Evil, or Yojo Senki season 2. Now, this has been coming out for... When did season 1 come out, actually? Let's check out season 1, because season 1 came out in... Nope, that's a sequel. Prequel? Season 1 came out in 2017, so 9 years ago. Over 9 years ago at this point, because it was January. Over 9 years ago. Yeah, it's finally time for a season 2, and I am so excited for this. I've obviously watched this entire thing on my channel. I really like this show. Especially, dude, the movie was absolute cinema. I love the movie of this show. I don't know where it's gonna go from here, because, and I talked about this in my reaction, I felt like the story could end at any second, but apparently it keeps going for a long time after this, so I don't know where it's gonna go, but I am so excited to see. I'm so curious to find out where the story is gonna go from here and what Studio Nut have been cooking up with this one. I'm so excited to see more of Aoi Yuki as Tanya, Saori Hayami as Victoria, and all those things. I think it's gonna be really good. Of course, Miki Shinichiro as well as Erich. I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited for it. I don't know. That's it with this one. The next one, okay, now we're moving on to shows that I am not going to be watching off the get-go unless something changes. These are the shows that caught my attention for one reason or another, but I am not going to be committing to as of right now. The first one is Buchigiri Reijo Hofuku o Chikaimashita. Madosho no chikara de sokoku o tataki tsubushimasu. Or A Livid Lady's Guide to Getting Even, How I Crushed My Homeland with My Mighty Grimoires. Now, this is a show, I think it's just a villainess show, right? That we've seen plenty of times, and it's about a villainess who goes full villain and tries to basically destroy her homeland with her grimoires. I watched the trailer of this and I was like, damn, I respect how much of a villain she becomes, and I'm kind of intrigued by it. I know it's nothing new, nothing that we haven't seen. Villainess shows always revolve around this kind of premise, more or less, but I don't know why, for some reason I saw the trailer of this and I was like, this looks like it could be a lot of fun. It looks like it could be a lot of fun. As I said, I'm definitely not adding this to my must-watch, but I am going to be keeping an eye on how this does after the first few episodes are out, and then seeing where it goes from there, right? So that's the first one. The second one is... Oh, yeah. The second one is... Futsutsuka na action de wa gozaimasu ka? Sugu choso torikaiden. Or the English title, Though I Am an Inept Villainess, Tale of the Butterfly Red Body Swap in the Maiden Court. So with this one, from my memory, when I watched the trailer, it basically goes in a direction of there's this one girl there's this princess, I think, and then there's this one girl who's like really mean to her, and they end up swapping bodies for one reason or another, and then you have this story of what will the mean girl do in the princess's body, and what will the princess do in the mean girl's body, and how they will act each other's roles. And it looks, and it's happening all in like a palace. It's kind of like a royal affairs drama again. I think that, yeah, as I said, there's magic in it because it's body swaps. And I think it just looks really interesting. I could be butchering the actual premise of it. It's been a few days since I watched the trailer, and I've only seen the trailer basically and read the short synopsis, so I'm not sure what it's fully about, but it looks really fun. It's also by Studio Doga Kobo, so I think it's going to be very well animated. If you don't know, Doga Kobo have done Oshinoko, right? They've also done Shinji Family Children. They've done yeah, they've done a bunch of stuff, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So I am very much looking forward to this one. I think this one definitely has a higher chance of me checking it out, but I do think I'm gonna wait for a few episodes to come out before I fully commit to it. But there's a non-zero chance that I might also just watch it from the get-go. This one is pretty much up there out of these lower bracket ones. So yeah, next up we have an anime original show, which, as always, instantly piques my interest. This is Grow Up Show Himawari no Circus Dan, or Grow Up Show Sunflower Circus. Now, this is a anime original by A1 Pictures and Sidekick Studio, which I don't know who they are, but A1 Pictures, of course, very big studio. and I think it's an anime original about a circus. What's it called? A circus troupe? Is that it? I think so. A circus troupe, right? And they are traveling around in 1950s and 1960s through Japan, and basically performing circus tricks, which, I mean, that sounds really, really good. That sounds really, really fun. It sounds like it could be grounds for a really fun story. I watched the trailer and I wasn't fully convinced that it's going to be like it's gonna have like a good story that could warrant a reaction, but I am going to keep my eye on, because it is an anime original and nobody knows where it's gonna go, right? We can only judge it purely off of the trailer and the synopsis, which so far don't tell us much else than what I just told you. So I am very much gonna be keeping my eye on this, but I am not holding out my breath that it's gonna be one show that I'm gonna be watching on the channel. We'll see though. It is a interesting, it could be an interesting premise, let's say it that way. So yeah, next up we have, oh, what's this one? Ibitakonai Gibo to Gishi, or My Stepmother and Stepsisters Aren't Wicked. Okay, so I did take notes with this one. I'm not gonna watch this on the channel, I'm already saying it, but I wanted to talk about it just because it looks really, really cute. I looked at the trailer and I was like, man, this looks like it could be really cute and actually really fun to watch. Not something that I'm really interested in watching on the channel, but it's one of those shows that I might actually watch on my own, which I haven't done in a long time, in years at this point, but I might actually watch this on my own because it looks really, really cute. And if you're interested in this, it looks like it could be fun. It's basically about a family where that adopts this, or not adopts, but I think there's this illegitimate child that they take in, and it kind of seems like a premise for, you know, Cinderella story where, you know, everyone's really mean to her in the family, but it ends up being kind of like the opposite, where they all start doting on her, they all start taking really good care of her, and it kind of looks really cute and fun, and it looks like both the stepsisters and the stepmom look really mean and stuff, but they always take care of her, so it's kind of fun. It looks fun. Anyways, next one. Oh, what's this one? Kore kaite shine. So, Kore kaite shine, or draw this then die. I think this is a show about a mangaka. Yes, okay, it is. This is a show about drawing manga. It's not about a mangaka. I think it's about a high school girl who is in a manga club and is trying to draw her own manga, which premise alone sounds awesome, right? It's by Studio Shinai Animation. I think Shinai have done the most prominent one that I can think of from the top of my head is Bokuyaba, or The Dangers in My Heart. But yeah, I think so, at least. I think so. Anyways, yeah, Kore kaite shine. I think it's gonna be a fun show for those who are very much interested in this. I don't think I'm gonna be watching this on the channel, but the trailer actually did look really, really good, so there is a possibility. There's also Akira Sekine voicing in it, Minase Inori, Hayami Saori, like a lot of really, really prominent VAs, so I would be interested in it, but as I said, I'm not sure. I think it's going to be on the lower end for me, but it looks fun. So if the premise entices you, then you might want to check it out. The next one, this one's gonna be... this one's interesting. Okay. Tai ari deshita. Ojo-sama wa kakuto game nante shinai. Or, I think it's game at least. Young ladies don't play fighting games. Now, this is a show that is going to appeal to a very certain kind of demographic. I saw this show, I saw the synopsis of the show, and I was like, this is gonna be my type of show. And it's basically about these two girls. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of Rock is the Lady's Modesty, if you remember from like a few seasons ago, which is basically a show about two girls at this like really prestigious academy, finding a different side about one another. They both like really like music, and they end up being absolutely like unhinged when playing music together, but like really prim and proper when they're in their daily life. This seems kind of similar to that, but replace the music with fighting games. So they're really into, or one of them is really into fighting games, and she gets the other girl into fighting games. I kind of like the premise of it, but also I saw the trailer and I was like, I don't know what the story of this is. It feels like it's just them playing fighting games together and that's it. I don't know if there's like, if it is kind of like a slice of life. Well, let me check. Cute girls doing cute things, video games, film protagonist, Ojo-sama, drama. there's drama in it? What? I guess there is. It's of course a Yuri show. Okay, it says actually Yuri. That's interesting. So I'm guessing there is actual romance in it, which is cool. But yeah, if you're interested in that, I think it is pretty high up on my list. As I said, the only thing that I'm concerned about is that there wasn't really any kind of semblance of plot in it, because I don't know, maybe they go to tournaments, because at least with the Rock is the Lady's Modesty, there was the entire plot point of advancing their, you know, entire band career and stuff. Here, I don't know, maybe they go to Smash or something, maybe they go to any kind of tournament, fighting in tournaments. I don't know what the plot point of this. Maybe the plot is their actual relationship, I don't know. But either way, looks fun though. I think it's going to appeal to a certain kind of demographic. It's also the VAs are stacked. It's Ikumi Hasegawa, Kana Ichinose. There's also Saka Senbongi. So a lot of very big names, prominent names in this, and it's by Studio Diomeda, which is also a fairly sizable studio. So yeah, interesting stuff, right? Okay, next up we have the final two shows here that I am going to actually, yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna be watching these on the channel, but I saw the trailers and they look, once again, they look really cute, really fun, and I might consider watching them on my own, but I want to talk about them to give people a bit of a heads up about them, that they look cute. The first one is Tiftaga Ome no Victoria, or the English title being Victoria of Many Faces. Now, this show is about basically a spy, kind of think something along the lines of you're in Spy Family. So she's a spy and she kind of wants to go away from her spy life, and so she runs away to this like small village or something, and she plans on, you know, having a new life there. And it's basically her trying to meet new people, trying to make a family, like get together with, you know, I think there's a guy that she tries to get together or something along those lines, and it's just her trying to live a new normal life while also having the skills of a spy. It says it's an action drama fantasy romance, and it's by Studio Dean. It looks really cute and really fun. As I said, I watched the trailer and it looked really cute. It looked like a show that I would put on to just, you know, feel good and watch. That's what it feels like. And if you're interested in that kind of premise, I think it might be for you. It's also an adult romance, it seems, which we are severely lacking, so it's always good to see more of them. And then the last show that I want to talk about here is Tome na yoru ni kakeru kimi to me ni mienai koi wa shita, or Love Unseen Beneath the Clear Night Sky. So with this show, there's a really interesting premise of this one. It reminds me of the premise of Yubisaki to Runrun, or what was the English title of that one? I don't remember. But basically, it's a university romance, right? Where the guy meets this kind of girl who seems very extroverted. He's like a bit more introverted. Classic story, classic anime romance, right? But he meets this girl and he finds out she is blind. She is fully blind. So it basically is about this story, about this guy who is, you know, trying to get closer to this girl, and basically how she goes about her life being blind. And I think it's just kind of like an interesting show of someone with this kind of like physical disability and how they go about their life, and just a romance between someone who is also trying to learn how to deal with that kind of person, right? Or not deal with that kind of person, that sounds mean, but how to adapt to that kind of person's lifestyle, right? Which I think is a really cool premise. I think it's a really interesting one. It's by Studio Macaria, which I don't know, but yeah, the actual premise of it sounds really wholesome, really cute. So I don't think I'm gonna be watching this on the channel, but I do think that it's going to be probably pretty damn cute and wholesome, about a guy helping out a girl with this kind of disability, and I think it's gonna be a good show altogether, right? So I'm interested in it, but probably not something that I'm gonna be watching on the channel. So that's it. Now, the only things that I want to mention are the things that are going to be continuing on from the previous season, the shows that I'm gonna keep watching, you know, because they are continuing. That are Pokemon Horizons, of course, that one keeps going, with no plans of stopping anytime soon. Pokemon Horizons, and then there is ReZero Season 4 that is going to be continuing on into the season for a few more episodes, and then we have Slime Season 4 as well, that's going to be continuing on on its second court here, and the final one is going to be Daemons of the Shadow Realm, which is also going to be continuing on, and I'm gonna be of course watching all of those on the channel. I'm gonna be continuing them on into the season. So we're gonna be watching a lot of shows, basically. That's the big TLDR. We're gonna be watching a lot of shows. Now, let me know if you know any of the shows that I've been talking about, if you recommend any of the shows that I've been talking about, maybe some of the shows, especially in the second half where I've talked about how I'm not sure if I want to watch them yet. If you know more about them than I do from like the source material or something, and you think they're really good shows and stuff, let me know. Let me know, because I am interested to see what you guys are thinking about. Also, let me know which shows you are most hyped out about. I'm gonna guess that most people are probably, knowing my audience, are probably gonna be talking about either Mushoku Tensei Season 3 or the Yuri one, I want to love you till your dying day. So I'm gonna take a wild guess that those are gonna be the most popular ones. But yeah, let me know what you guys are looking forward to. I think my most hyped up one, the new one, would be probably this one, I want to love you till your dying day. And as of the continuations, I'm hyped up for all of them, but most recently, of course, Mushoku Tensei, because I've just finished it on the channel. So I'm excited. This season is going to be very stacked. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. So see you guys in the upcoming summer season of 2026. Peace.